Congratulations.
See Kola's face.
You are the top 10 of Big Brother Niger. 10 over 10. Making it into the final week.
Yo! Woo! Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Listen, it's official. Yeah, it's official. It's a 10 over 10 season down to the T. Yes. And what I mean is this season, we have our top 10 officially. A top 10, yes. And you see, guys, it makes so much sense. This is something I've been saying from the very start of this season, that could we be having a 10 over 10 season? Yes. I mean, that is what it should be, because it is the 10th season of the Big Brother Naija show. So what better way to crown the winner than in the midst of 10 firebrand housemates? Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we're having next week. Yes, so massive congratulations to the housemates that made it to the top 10. Yes, in no particular order. Massive congratulations, massive accolades to Sultana, Isabella, Kola, Faith, Emisi, Manson, Coin, Jason J, Capable, and Day Day. Is there anybody else that I am missing? I don't think so. Yes. So massive congratulations to these housemates. They are our top 10 housemates. And by next week, Sunday, by this time next week, we will be crowning our winner. So just to inform all of you, the voting lines are going to be open from 9 p.m. In fact, probably at the time of you seeing this video, it's already 9 p.m. already. Yeah, so just go ahead and vote for your winner. Crown your winner. Now, before we get into the business of next week, let us address the business of tonight. Yes, 3 housemates were evicted from the mansion tonight, and 2 were quite shocking. Yeah, 1 was pretty much predictable, but 2 were quite shocking. All right, so we're going to get into the video right now. I'm going to look at how the business of tonight panned out and Ebuka's interaction with some of the housemates. All right, please make sure you watch this video to the end. Do not skip out on any part so you do not miss out on anything. And you're all welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I call myself the girl with the T. Without further ado, we dive right into the details of this video. So, Ebuka's interaction with the housemates tonight started with Sultana, the head of house. Of course, the usual congratulatory messages, to the head of house for not only emerging as the head of house of the week, but also leading the house, to victory through the wager and every other thing. It came from Ebuka to Sultana. But there was the question of her power to save one housemate and take them to the finale. Ebuka had asked why she did not save anybody, not to even talk of saving 1 out of the 2 people closest to her. And she had repeated the same thing that she had been saying all week, that at that point in time, it wasn't Sultana that was there. It was head of house, Sultana. And she had an obligation to the whole house. So she felt like that was the right thing to do. Yeah, because everybody had a compelling story. And guys, as much as I do not agree with almost all of Sultana's antics this season in the way she played that game, if there's one thing I really agree with her for, it is the fact that she chose not to save anybody. Because already, aside her that had a freeway ticket to the finale, we already had 2 other people that had a free ticket to the finale. So why should we be giving free tickets to people when they should be working hard for it? So in that regard, I really support her 100%. Now, it was after that interaction with Sultana that the first eviction of the night happened. And ladies and gentlemen, quite shockingly, Mide got evicted. I'm going to be frank with all of you here. I just could not help but scream. I screamed, I scrammed, I scromed. And here, it was more shocking for me because, guys, Mide talks big. She talks big. And she was very sure that it was going to be Faith that would be evicted tonight. So the fact that she was the first to leave the house tonight, wow, that was something. That was something, yeah. But you see, Mide is such a character that say whatever you want to say. She played a fantastic game. Her size as sheep with Bright Morgan, she did play a fantastic game. And during her post-BB Nigeria analysis, I would tell you why and what I mean, all right? So listening to her on that stage with Ebuka, expressing her gratitude for staying this long and playing the game she played, I was just filled with admiration for her. And then to her relationship with Bright Morgan, she had said that she would love to explore things with him, but she would have to have a conversation with him first because she doesn't know what's happening on the outside. And I'm over here and I'm saying, baby girl, welcome to the real world. There's a lot of bass waiting for you. There's a lot of drama, a lot of toxicity. There's a lot of chaos waiting for you alongside Bright Morgan and his girlfriend. I hope she has the mental fortitude to carry on with that, all right? And also, I would love to see if she's going to ignore the noise and all the scandals and forge ahead in a relationship with Bright Morgan. So I cannot wait to see what happens. Now, moving on. Next housemate Ebuka had an interaction with was Faith. Now, there was a way Ebuka coined the question that sort of looks like Ebuka was sort of instigating stuff. It looks like Ebuka wanted to spark conversations in the house. It looks like Ebuka wanted the housemates to talk. And that was exactly what it was. So this question was thrown to Faith. According to Ebuka, when Faith was head of house, it seemed like it was him against the house. Now, he is a follower and not the head of house. He is still him against the house. Is he the problem? And Faith said, well, sometimes he's a problem, but sometimes he's not. Because the way things look is not the way they really are, right? Because there are a lot of underlying issues. Now, he has cited the most recent issue that had happened on Thursday. According to him, he and Jason J were having a conversation. So the housemates in the kitchen were so loud and noisy to the extent that he and Jason J could not even hear each other having conversations. Yes. So according to him, he had politely gone to them and requested that they should please tone it down. But instead, they had amplified the noise. And that was what had actually caused the situation. So for him, he admits sometimes he's a problem, but other times he is not. And guys, you see here, as Faith was responding to that question, you could see the countenance of the rest of the housemates. They were not smiling. They were all boiling. They were angry. There was this look on their faces, even color. It looked like they wanted to pounce on him and swallow him up. And I'm like, yes, Ebuka has gotten what he wants. This week, those people are going to be feasting on Faith. And I cannot wait to see how it pans out. Now, next was Zita's eviction. It wasn't really surprising. Yeah. I mean, it's been long overdue, yeah. But the good thing was how excited she was, how joyful she was, because according to her, she did not think she was going to last this long in the house. And once again, she attended a heartfelt, apology, on the stage to Rue Boy for how she had gone out of character, by throwing that plate of food in his face. And with regards to her brand, this girl said that all the pink dresses that she was wearing in the house, they are from her brand. And I was quite impressed. I cannot wait to see what she does with that. For Dan Bo's kid, she said she really likes the guy and they're going to have a conversation for her to know what's going on and to see if they can further their relationship. Good for her. Now, moving on. Next question was thrown to Isabella. Ebuka had read out a list of all the guys that Isabella has been frolicking with in the house, ranging from Kai Kumi to K Bobo, and then there's Coin, then there's Bright Morgan somewhere in the list, and then there's Manson of recent. So Ebuka is like, come, this one that you are stringing all of them like, is it a string of infinity stones or whatever? What's going on? Isabella said that she's just having fun. Ebuka threw the same question to Coin. Coin said he is also just having fun, just like Isabella said. I said, okay, everybody be having fun, Abby. All right. Anyways, the last eviction for the night happened, and this one was Rue Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be frank with all of you. For a split second, I actually thought that it was going to be Isabella that would be going home tonight. But then it kind of made sense, right? She's the eye candy of the season. She brings all the, all the sexual content, and there are people that loves that kind of content. So she has to be in the house. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rude Boy's energy on the stage was on point. Obviously, this guy has a lot planned to do on the outside, and I cannot wait to see what he does with his newfound fame and recognition in society. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for how tonight's live eviction show panned out. Once again, massive congratulations to all the housemates. I'm super excited for all of them, and I know that this week is going to be a soft life week for all of them. Yes, but Ebuka had announced that tonight there is no head of house challenge, but tomorrow by 3 p.m. WAT, there will be the head of house challenge. Yes, where we get to crown the last head of house of the season. Yes, so congratulations in advance to whoever emerges the head of house. And this is where I stop talking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts about tonight's live eviction show. Oh, I even forgot to mention the shocker on the housemate's face when they realized that they were the top 10. Cola's facial expression for one. It was insane. It was just insane. Yes, but anyways, let me know your thoughts about the evictions that happened tonight. What are your thoughts? Who would you have preferred to have been evicted tonight out of the housemates that are still in the house, that are part of the top 10? Yeah, share your thoughts, and I'll see you guys on another video soon. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing evening. Bye.